Assalamualaikum, I'm Izzat Shazani bin Nur Kurniasha. I'm going to present our topic regarding Air Asia. Before I start, I'm going to tell the background of Air Asia. Capital A Berhad, formerly Air Asia Group Berhad, was selected for this case study due to its radical organizational transformation in the post-pandemic era. While globally recognized as a pioneer low-cost carrier (LCC), the pandemic grounded 96% of its fleet, plunging the company into PN17 status, financial distress classification by Bursa Malaysia. Instead of a traditional recovery, the organization undertook a massive strategic OD intervention, rebranding to Capital A to shift identity from an airline to a digital travel and lifestyle group. This case analyzes how they manage this dual challenge, surviving the financial crisis while simultaneously pivoting their business model. In the post-pandemic era leading into 2025, AirAsia faced four critical OD issues. As you can see, there are 4 points related issues with AirAsia. Point number 1, the most urgent issue was the Practice Note 17 classification, which threatened the listing if financial regularization wasn't achieved. The organization faced massive debt and negative shareholder equity costs by 2 years of hibernation. Accumulated losses exceeded 5 billion ringgit during the pandemic years. Point number 2, investors undervalued the non-airline businesses, Teleport, AirAsia Move, ADE, because they were overshadowed by the airline's debt. The organizational structure was too entangled. Digital assets could not raise capital independently because they were tied to the aviation balance sheet. Point number 3, rapid demand recovery in 2024 exposed a capacity gap. The organization faced severe bottlenecks in maintenance, repair and overhaul (MRO) to get planes back in the air. Shortage of engineers and parts delay fleet reactivation, leading to flight disruption and affecting the customers' experience change pillar. And for the last point, moving from an airline culture to a digital-first culture required a massive human resource (OD) intervention. The company needed data analysts and software engineers, not just pilots and cabin crew, creating a skill gap within the existing loyal workforce.
Next, I will explain how Capital A overcame the challenges it faced during the post-pandemic period. To manage these challenges, the organization implemented several organizational development interventions focusing on human resources, leadership, structure, technology, and processes. From a human resources perspective, Capital A introduced Red Bee Academy to address the culture shift and skills gap. Instead of retrenching employees, cabin crew and ground staff will reskill into digital roles such as data analysts, UX designers, and digital marketers in collaboration with Google. The approach reduces resistance to change by offering job security through upskilling while preserving employee loyalty and organizational culture. In terms of leadership, Tony Fernandez acted as the key change agent. He adopted a transformational leadership approach by reframing the crisis as an opportunity for digital rebirth, encouraging employees to embrace change. Structurally, the organization carry out the One Asia consideration strategy by separating the aviation business from digital and logistic ventures. Capital A was able to reduce financial risk and address its PN17 status more effectively. Technologically, the company launched the AirAsia Move super apps, integrating multiple digital services into one platform. This shifted the business focus from purely airline passenger to a broader digital users ecosystem. From a processes intervention perspective, the engineering function was spun off as Asia Digital Engineering transforming a cost center into a profit center and improving fleet reactivation efficiency. So, we evaluate how effective these actions were in supporting Capital A's transformation. Overall, the initiative were moderately successful, although they involved a high level of risk. Financially, the results were highly positive. The graph shows a significant improvement with the organization moving from a ringgit Malaysia 178 million loss in Q3 2023 to a ringgit Malaysia 1.64 billion profit in Q3 2024, indicating strong financial recovery. Operationally, the results were mixed. While passenger load factors improved, customer satisfaction was affected by issues such as delayed refunds and flight disruptions. However, the cultural transformation and revenue diversification strategies were highly effective. Business units such as Teleport and Asia Digital Engineering recorded strong revenue growth, proving that Capital A successfully diversified beyond traditional airline operation. In conclusion, although Capital A achieved strong financial and strategic outcome, greater attention still needed on human processes and customer experience to ensure long-term sustainability.
For the conclusion, the Capital A case study illustrated that organizational survival requires agility. When the core business model fails, examples, pandemics, grounding airlines, successful organizations must decouple assets. Separating the digital business from the airlines business saves the former from the latter step. Reskilling is a more effective change management tool than firing. By turning flight attendants into digital staff, AirAsia retained culture and loyalty while changing capabilities. Organizational development is not linear. Capital demonstrated that structural changes, mergers, or divestment must occur simultaneously with culture changes to survive an existential crisis.